Hey everyone, this is NHL Hockey News Reports. Hope you're enjoying your day today. In this video, today we're talking about the Arizona Coyotes and the 2021 NHL season. Since we're in 2021 now, it's more of 2021 NHL season. More than that than 2020, because the season doesn't start in 2020. It starts on January 13th of 2021. So, there you go. Some insight there about it's called 2021 NHL season. There you go. But the Coyotes, yes, the Coyotes. Here we go, and the Coyotes had a interesting season of having a really good start to the season, acquiring Taylor Hall, and that kind of like stepped them back a little. I felt like, but they weren't like as amazing as they were without Taylor Hall. Like, if you know what I mean. They got Taylor Hall and they kind of like dropped a little. I don't know why. But they played better like without Taylor Hall. But they did make the playoffs. And they went that 24-team playoff format, the qualifying round. They played against the Nashville Predators, and the Nashville Predators lost. And the Coyotes moved on, and they went to the playoffs for the first time in like 8-9 years, and one of the longest playoff droughts in current history. I mean, not like the longest in current history, but was one of the longest to this day for the teams. You know, like Buffalo was one of them. Coyotes was another one. Coyotes aren't anymore, because the Coyotes made the playoffs and they played against the Avalanche, which the Avalanche steamrolled them over, winning in 5. So they didn't see much of the playoffs really, but at least they made the playoffs. Good start. But looking into this off season, some bad things has happened, and one of the bad things is they didn't have the first round pick. Went to the New Jersey Devils. And the next first round pick, 2021 first round pick, is gone because of that thing they did with with the prospects, trying to do that thing, whatever it's called, and they lost their second round pick of 2020. So all they had into the 2020 draft was the fourth round pick, was the Mitch Miller, which they got rid of, because we all know why, and then they only have a 5th round pick of the 2020 draft. Wow. Talking about not having picks of 2020. And they lose Taylor Hall, which isn't a big impact. No, not really. I feel like it's not a major blow to the team, because he didn't fit amazing with the team, I'm just saying. So, yeah. Let's get into the new additions for the offseason. Johan Lawson, bottom 6 player, used to be in Buffalo. He's signed his new contract with the Arizona Coyotes. Dale Crisard just signed a contract, 1 year, $1 million with the Coyotes. They traded Derek Stepan to the Coyotes. To themselves, right? No, Stepan to the Ottawa Senators, right? And they get rid of him for a 2nd round pick, which meant they got rid of $6.5 million. So that gave them about $3 million in cap, because they were over the cap, and they had to get cap compliant because it was a flat cap. So they really had to do that. So they were able to do that. And then after they got rid of Stepan for a 2nd round pick, which is a little pricey for him, but Senators paid up for it. But after that, they were able to sign Crisard for 1 year. Not bad. I like it. Nice job by the Coyotes. And you also have Trent Hunt, bottom 6 AHL mostly player, and Drake Lujula, who was with the Oilers, and previously before that, the Blackhawks. So there you go. That is the new additions. Not major additions, like significant additions, because this team was over the cap for most of the time. So they really couldn't add anyone they really wanted. So the cap space, looking at this now, signing Crisard, it was before Crisard, it was about $3.5 million. Now it's, I think it's about $3 million. I thought it was, but now it's $2 million with Crisard signed, and that's good wiggle room for if you have to sign someone, if you want to bring someone in still, and you have to have some cap. You have $2 million. Nice to have that space. Good job. All right, let's get into the forwards now. Kellum, he's not a fantastic goal scorer. He's more of a playmaker guy. So that's what he has. Gets more points than goals. He'll probably get you 25 goals into an 82-game season. So Kellum, nice to have. He is on that left side. He's signed for a long time, so he's going to be there forever. Schmaltz is your number one center. Keep him healthy. It'd be nice to do that. He's good. He has a lot of talent. We're just hoping to see more from him. I like to see more talent from him. He is a good player. And Phil Kessel on that right side, or you could do Connor Goalie on that first line. Whatever you want. Kessel on the first line, or Kessel on the second line. Goalie on the first line or second line. Things are going to change. It really is. Lawson Krause doesn't make the top 6, but the thing is, I'm like looking at the left side. I'm like, who else fills that top 6? You know what I mean? No one. So Lawson Krause gets that top 6, I guess. Unless someone just steps up randomly, like, oh wow, look at that, he's doing great. But Krause, I see that. Dvorak, nice center they have. Golden, maybe Jordan Lawson becomes that guy. I don't know, maybe. Barrett Hayden, your center, strong center. He maybe makes the second line center, maybe stays on the third line. Maybe Dvorak goes to the left side. That could be a possibility, because Dvorak's also a left winger, but he can play center. So Dvorak, maybe you see this idea. Dvorak to the left, Hayden to the second line center, Crisard third line center. See what I mean? That's a possibility. Kind of try to solidify that top 6. And then you have Krause, third line, Lawson, fourth line. Yeah, that would probably make sense too. That really does make sense. I could see that. But things change. Lineups change. You're losing. You change up the lineups for sure, right? Things change from the start of the season to the middle of the season to the end of the season and even the playoffs. So, we also have Hunt. We talked about Crisard. Got to the playoffs last year. Islanders, just did the video on the Islanders. And he got to the Eastern Conference Final, but he's been a playoff performer for a long time. But he's a good center. He will get you goals, depending if he will fit with your team. Sometimes he doesn't fit with your team, he's not going to do good. And the thing is if he's your third line center, I don't know how well he'll do. With the Islanders, he was the third line center, right? Or fourth line at times. But he plays up great in New York. Joe Crisard always plays great in New York. Rangers, he played great. Of course, it was his prime of his career. Last year, he played in New York. Islanders, not bad of a season from him. He's 33 now. Just saying. I don't know how he's going to fit. It depends, because he didn't fit with the Avalanche. He didn't fit with the Panthers at quick time. Even the Penguins did not fit. So, kind of rating what's going to work for him, for sure. All right. Next is Steenberg. Bergen. He might make the team. He's a young 22-year-old guy. You also have Pedersen and Fisher, Bork, Chapu, and Pitlick, and Blake Spears. So those are you guys. Taxi Squad, AHL. We'll see how that works. I like Blake Spears, but he hasn't produced as I wanted. 2 years ago, he was great with the Devils, because he was traded with the Taylor Hall trade, and he was great. Like in the preseason, I was like, oh wow, he's doing a good job. But like, he hasn't really been that guy. When he was with the Devils in the AHL, with the Devils in the AHL there, or with the Roadrunners in the Coyotes organization, the AHL. So, I hope it's something, because I do like Blake Spears, but we'll see what happens. Now let's look at this defense. Really interesting defense. Now I'll tell you why. Johnson, Demers, right, and Gorski, and Osterling, and Luke Jabinin, whatever you say his name, sorry, are all UFAs in 2021. which it is 2021, but of the summer, whenever this free agency is going to happen, off the top of my head, I don't remember the date, but they are all free agents. So looking at this team, if they don't become a playoff team, you can trade some of these guys off. Maybe trade Johnson. Johnson will get some, maybe a pick or two back, maybe a prospect. Retain salary play, but then some team would love to have him to bring on their team. They would love to bring him on their team, for sure. Also, Goalie, DeMille, some guys that teams might want, contenders might want to add to their team to solidify that defense. But if they're a good team, keep these guys. Keep these guys, for sure. And maybe just re-sign, extension, with a couple of these guys. Maybe one or two, we'll see. And then you also have some young guys. You have Kitchen, who's on the left side, Ekman Larson, who's 29, 30 years old. He's your captain, he's staying there forever. Basically, Cappuccino, how do you say his name? I actually just watched a video to see how you say his name. Something like Cappuccino, however you say it, Capabinino, I think, something like that. It's a hard name to say. But he's a playmaker on the blue line. He might be an interesting option. Victor Soderstrom, 2019, you know what I mean? 12th overall, Victor Soderstrom, yes, him. Yes, him. He'll be a young defenseman on the right side. That too. Cam Dean. Dean is another guy out there too. Young defenseman. So these guys lead the team. You have these young guys who can move in. But for now, maybe you try these guys on the third pairing. You could. But you have a good veteran presence. Johnson, DeMille, Goalie, Ekman Larson, young guy, and Kitchen. And also maybe Capabino there and Dean can fight out that third pairing spot. So let's look at the goalie. Kempo, no problem goal, because he's a pretty good goalie, isn't he? Yeah. If he didn't get injured for that week-to-week time, I would have said he could have won the Vezina, or got close to it, or being in the candidates of Vezina. I know Hellebuyck had a fantastic year and he won the Vezina, but I also thought that he could make a chase for that Vezina last year. Also, Antivanta, bummed about him. He gets injured all the time. He's only not third line, but he's only a backup goalie, basically because I know he has the potential to be a number one goalie, but then he gets hurt. And it's kind of like the Rangers, when they had Antivanta, he played fantastic. And then the Coyotes get him, and he's out for a year, and he's out more time, and he always getting injured. You can't rely on Antivanta. Unfortunately, you can't. Even though you see that great potential, he's been so good. He's a good backup goalie, great backup goalie. He gets injured. Too bad. Aiden Hill, he's out there too. He probably be that third goalie for you. And Petrovich, whatever you say that name, Russian Ivan Petrovich, whatever that name is. I know I'm trying to put that CH. No, it isn't. But he's playing in the AHL next year. He's a 21-year-old. Take a look at him for sure. All right. So this team, I think they're on the bubble. They could make it. They're gonna be one of these teams in the Western Division that try to battle out that fourth seat or that fourth spot there. You know, they have a couple teams. They Sharks, the Wild, maybe the Kings that battle out that fourth spot on the division. So definitely the Coyotes have a chance. We'll see if they can. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like the video, turn the bell, comment, share. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next video. Goodbye.